welcome to CIO Mogul podcast. So, please, Dilip sir, introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay, the name is already known. I am Dilip Nandkeolyar.
Yeah.
Uh, Currently, I am a co-chancellor in a small university in UK called the Commonwealth University.
Okay.
I already told you that I belong to Patna, Bihar, but for last 26 years, I have been in Pune. So, for all practical purposes, I'm a Punekar now. I was in the corporate world for about 38 years.
Oh,
Which also involved some entrepreneurship.
okay.
And then I pivoted to education. The very reason to do that is I like meeting people, young people like you.
Oh,
It
that's great.
it makes me feel that I'm also a youngster. And so I've been teaching in Pune many B schools there.
Okay.
Uh, there was one Asian Institute of Management, which is not there anymore. Then I joined Indira Institute of Management,
Oh,
and
yeah, I have heard about it. Yeah.
yeah, so I was the head of the MBA department,
Oh,
and then from there I joined the Sai Balaji University.
okay.
Uh, from there I went to a town very close to Pune called Lavasa. There is Christ University there.
Okay.
From there I went to Karchat, which is there you have Universal AI University. I've
Okay.
also taught, and then I got this invitation to become the co-chancellor of Commonwealth University. But apart
Okay.
from that, I've also taught in uh, Victoria University in Melbourne
Okay.
and Sunways University in
Okay.
Malaysia.
Okay.
Of course, in UK, my own university, I do take some
Yeah.
classes,
Yeah.
not all, but some classes.
Okay.
And off and on, I have taught online, so in certain countries in Africa.
Oh,
So that's
nice.
my academic journey. Then I came to Delhi, and here there is a university called Guru Gobind Singh Tri-Centenary University. I joined them as HOD for management, and then I I stayed there for a very brief while of 3 months when I
Okay.
got an opportunity to work for a very old institute called Institute of Marketing and Management as their director.
Okay. Okay.
Now, right now, I am, of course, engaged with Commonwealth University, but I operate from India. And I'm also a senior business advisor to an organization called World Association of Small and Medium Enterprises.
Okay. So, right now you stay in Pune?
No, I actually alternate between Delhi and Pune.
Oh, oh, that's great. So you do like monthly visits or just when you have work, you fly down?
I fly down, but it's about 10, 12 days in Pune and the remaining in Delhi.
Okay. So what do you prefer, Delhi or Pune?
Any day, Pune. I mean, any
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. So, Dilip sir, as you worked across various academic structure, as we see, current education is not sufficient and it is also incapable of delivering the future demand. So, what is your opinion on this subject? Like,
No,
what do
this
you feel?
this is this is something which has been happening.
Yeah.
This has been happening, and when I was working in the industry, I never realized it. But now I see that there are some brilliant students uh, in terms of marks, in terms of mark sheets, and all. But they eventually kind of tend to falter.
Yeah.
This is like a pattern that I've seen now over the last 20 years. And and the world is changing now with the advent of AI. The world itself is changing. So
Absolutely.
I don't know. I mean, degrees do matter. I mean, I'm not discounting them, but the way degrees are given, I have a thing against that.
Yeah.
And that's my concept, which I keep propagating
Okay.
wherever I speak, wherever I meet.
So, what are your comments on the modern education? Like, what do you feel about it?
No, so modern education itself has become more exam oriented than anything else. You
Right.
know, the students study only that which they feel will be important questions. The faculty also teaches only that which they feel could be the important
Exactly.
question. And therefore, there is no real internalization of knowledge. So, how do you
That's
build capacity? Now, here is a very funny thing that only for 70% of or less than that of MBA students, and even lesser percent of engineering students.
yeah.
So overall, let's say it's about 50% of professionally qualified students. Forget about those who are in the humanities,
Yeah.
are employable.
That's
But
true.
that's a big eye opener. Why should that happen?
Exactly.
And unfortunately, since I was on this side of the table, it was easy to say that students don't pay attention. It's easy to say that they are wayward, that our time they are irresponsible. But when you are pointing one finger at the
Four
students,
fingers are towards you.
correct. So that is what set me thinking. And for last 2 years, I've been researching on this. So what I feel is the first thing that should be thrown out the window is examination.
Yeah.
Okay, instead of examination, there should be a lot of hands-on kind of thing linking it to. So this is what I keep posting, how the education system should move. And then I studied various, operating system. We have a grand policy called NEP 2020.
Okay.
That's all right as a big vision.
Okay.
But a vision which cannot be implemented doesn't really, it won't serve, and which is what is happening.
Yeah.
2020 means now it's been 6 years, and the aims and aspirations mentioned in that, we are not even, not even anywhere close.
Close by. Yeah.
It's forget about close. We are far away, and nothing is going to happen by 2035. So all this put together made me to think what can be done.
Oh.
Okay, and then I started obviously researching and trying to find out, and I hit upon this idea of Gurukul. So I studied that,
Yeah.
and of course that was the traditional way of learning before the Britishers came, and we are still following the Macaulay system.
Yeah.
So the issue was then what can be done with that? I mean, the Britishers have gone about 79 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, and in 79 years, if we are still imitating them, and then in the world we say we must decolonize, doesn't work. So I studied the Gurukul system of education. There were flaws, and even the system that I'm saying may have flaws. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm the only expert going.
Yeah.
But what the flaws were simple, that Gurukul 2 was for more elite class, etc., etc. So I've made the system where it's affordable to all. It's everybody. It's an all-inclusive thing.
Okay.
And then I've taken into account these new technologies that people of your generation or maybe a generation below you, which is AI and machine learning and
Exactly.
virtual reality, etc. So all that put together, I have put together an operating system which could support the aspirations in NEP 20 in a more practical way. And now that it's like 4 paths. Now, one teacher is expected to do all things together. So, I mean, there is about 6 roles that a student requires to come out as a very, a thoroughbred professional, a thoroughbred human being.
Okay.
Now, these 6 stages, what we are in the current situation expecting, one faculty to do it.
Exactly.
Whether it be in school or whether it be in, and
Other
then we make some,
departments.
then we say experiential learning and this learning and that learning. These are good things, but not the way it is being done.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that you may have a whole policy going, but it must sit on some kind of an operating system. You can have just like you have a Microsoft Word, a PowerPoint, a Canva or whatever, but it must sit on an operating system for it to work efficiently.
Yeah.
So that system is what I'm calling Gurukul 2.0, because large part of the thinking is from Gurukul.
Okay.
So the Gurukul 2.0 is more, like I said, is not just going back into history or something romantic or some nostalgia stuff. I mean, I'm not one of those. It is a very scientific way in which I've tried to do it. And I'm looking for platforms. So, I mean, when I say platforms, meaning I'm looking for educational institutions who would like to do this. And I'm sure I can help them do that. So that's what the whole thing is about. And that's what I've been writing about.
Okay. So that's great. What do you think? What is the real problem in education system? Like, who teaches is the real problem or something else? Like, what do you think is actually going wrong?
The entire thing is wrong, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So teacher is one aspect. Institutions are the other aspect. Regulators are also other aspect. So it's a kind of a chain. The policymakers, the guys who wrote the national education policy, could not get out of the mold of Macaulay. As simple as that. Although they've tried to put in, this should happen, that should happen, which in many cases I feel is cut copy paste from systems in the West. So that's how it starts. Now, to make them happy, the regulators have tightened, and therefore you have NAC, NIRF, and all that. Which really does not reward, capabilities. It rewards systems. It rewards memory. It rewards those kind of stuff. You may have how much placement. The placement is, to me, an important thing, but it's not the end of it all. If I have to run, I would say, Vaishnavi, let's look at your entire career span. It's not you start at a package of 1 crore and then 6 months down the line you find that you are neither here nor there. And then the pressure starts. And then in Pune only we had that very brilliant CA who committed suicide for Ernst & Young. Okay. She was working for a real blue chip Big Four. Okay. And she had to commit suicide because that's the pressure she was not trained on.
That's sad.
We can kind of blame her that no, she was not. We can blame the organization that you put too much pressure. The issue is simple, that if we have to be competitive, there will be pressure. And our students are not trained, are not used to uncertainty.
Pressure,
uncertainty, which causes stress and pressure.
That's very required thing in today's education.
So we can say, I mean, there are some fashion, this thing, mind games or whatever, I don't know what's it called, mental health. I'm sorry, mental health. So mental health must be and all that. In a world which is so competitive, it's as simple as that. India at the moment has to compete with the rest of the world.
Every step we move forward, there is competition. There is
and the future is not with people who are grey-haired like me. The future is with
young people.
Now, if we are not able to shape you to take the pressure, to be able to handle stress, to be able to remain human, the other thing in the corporate world when I was, and now maybe about 20,000 students in India have passed through with me, I find that there is unnatural competition. Okay, instead of playing, playing in a team, there is unnatural stress, and maybe 50% of your productive time, you are trying to either guard yourself or attack somebody. Just
True.
go a step ahead.
Yeah.
This I've seen even in college. I'm sure when you go to your college, there are students who will try to pull you down, and there could be a few students who you are trying to pull down. Now, either of the two ways, that's productive time lost.
True.
Okay, so Gurukul takes into account even this. And I believe that the youth will be better trained to handle situation in a more, what should I say, emotionally intelligent way by actually practicing it.
Yeah. True. And like nowadays colleges say like placement ready, but the companies are still struggling to find the right talent actually.
So this is what I just said, that
Yeah.
50%, the 50% by World Economic Forum reports, by Metal report, by any report on survey and research done, you will find that we have not prepared our students, and many of the students get employed or even underemployed because koi mil nahi raha, to what else to do?
Exactly. This is like the real scenario for like today's students. Like, if you're getting anything, just get into it because there is no job scenario. Like they say it's placement ready, but still people are struggling to find the right talent.
Yeah, and then it all begins at the time of admission. Now, this is where that the third angle, the third stakeholder, which is the society, led by the parents. Okay, where the first question asked when you go to take, the child goes to take, what is the placement like?
Yeah, that's even my parents asked when I was in college, like, what's the placement rate? Then they were like, yeah.
So that is, and that again, the regulators have done it like that. They will mark you on that. Your ranking will change on that. Then there are these, surveys done by reputed magazines who do it, and then they rank them, which put unnecessary pressure on even those colleges. Okay, and I don't see, I personally believe that IIMs and IITs are not they're not gods. There are people I've seen in Pune who are more brilliant. There are people I've met from IIT in Pune who are now, marching the streets jobless. And there are people who have been at lesser college, so-called, those lesser ranked colleges, rising up the ladder. Okay, so the question is, why?
Yeah, why?
Okay, because again, the root cause is examination. So you study very hard. The moment the exam is over, you delete you delete it from the system.
Right.
If I were to ask you what subject you did in 12th, and if I were to ask you a question,
I'll not be able to remember.
So we are actually testing memory. We are not testing capability.
Yeah, you are right.
So that is why Gurukul does not do that. There is no exam. I say there won't be any exam. The exam causes stress to the student. So many suicide rates to back it. Stress to the parents. Chances are that if you were studying in Pune, your mother or somebody would have come during the time so to support you emotionally and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means there is a stress to them. Stress to the faculty if they have to correct the papers.
Yeah.
Okay, and be fair.
Most importantly, be fair.
So it's not possible, humanly not possible. And the time frame given by which, because if the results don't come, the students will shout. So a time comes where, even the paper, so you don't even give a feedback to the student what he missed out.
Yeah,
Okay. So examination for me, I believe, should be the first thing that should be kicked out.
I agree. I totally agree.
Okay. The second thing I personally feel should be kicked out is, the syllabus itself.
Yeah.
Because,
So what do you think? Like, now, like AI is booming. So, do you think that degree still is valid, or people should really build their skills? What do you think about this?
see, the is two ways to look at it. Degree is like your passport.
Hmm. True.
Okay. But you
Yeah.
can't do much with the passport unless you have the visa.
Yeah.
Right. So a mix of both. But there is a third element that goes in. In this chase, in this rat race, the youth becomes, inhuman. Okay. So, and that is where all that office politics, college politics, and everything starts
Yeah.
in the thing. Because again, there is another angle to it, the society. If you have, if your friend has got a better job, then your parents, your uncle, usko dekho,
Comparing. Yeah. Comparison.
and that is an unnatural pressure, and it becomes more pronounced in India, because in India, maybe until at least you are married, or until at least you are studying, for sure,
Yeah.
you are dependent for your income, for your survival, basic
Parents.
survival, on your parents.
Yeah.
And therefore, what is happening is that they say you want to become, let's say, an artist or a flutist. They say, no. You study for engineering, or you study this, or you study that,
Yeah.
because somebody is
Like,
forcing.
like Indian parents have the mentality like take a degree, then follow your passion. First, get a degree. Like,
Apart from that, what degree also they tell you that take this.
yeah,
You know,
engineering or like do MBBS, like the famous old school degrees.
correct.
Yeah.
So the issue is that was working in my generation, because India was at that time still trying to construct itself. So we needed some of that. However, even at that time, if we had the system that I'm talking about, the Gurukul 2, we would have been much better off. Okay. Now, if you go and look at China, look at Japan, look at South Korea, this is Asia. Look at Finland, look at Sweden, look at Denmark. Okay. The exam is something which is really not given.
Oh.
They are looking at what can you create. You're given unusual problems. You are made to go into the society or into a industry and work as a team. You don't, like, internship is a famous word. Everybody is supposed to do, and every student would say, I want a paid internship.
Yeah.
So I have nothing against that. But why not apprenticeship? An apprenticeship not alone. Let's say a selection, somebody picked from management, somebody picked from engineering, somebody picked from law. A team goes and interns and looks at a single problem from different lenses. Because a company, any company, is one. Let's say Tata's.
Okay.
Now, if a marketing man, a salesman comes to sell you Tata Salt, and there is something wrong, and so he's the face of Tata's, isn't it?
Right.
You don't, if he says, something went wrong, the factory fellow didn't do, no concern of yours. Now, what we teach are in silos. Number one. The academicians feel that corporates are too wayward because they are progressing. The corporates feel that these people are too arrogant. Gurukul 2 takes even the corporates into account, that they can't be just a bystander. They should come and co-create. So as they are progressing, what is happening? I am maybe teaching, let's say, business strategy, but what I'm teaching, the world is 10 years ahead. So what you get out when you graduate as an MBA, you get out as a 10-year-old technology, 10-year-old knowledge.
Right.
So why keep a syllabus at all? The thing is so dynamic, and the knowledge is now available on YouTube. You know,
Yeah.
a student can very easily see, and maybe it is better than many faculty members do.
Yeah. Even you can say it multiple times repeatedly, even
Correct.
if you don't get it. Yeah.
So there is a word term called pedagogy.
Okay.
Pedagogy. All right.
Okay.
This is the method of teaching.
Oh.
So I believe the pedagogy part should be over up to the 9th standard.
Oh.
Okay. Then 10th to 12th, or maybe up to 10th pedagogy, 10th to 12th to first year of college should be something known as andragogy.
Okay.
Okay. Andragogy is adult learning, self-learning, where the faculty becomes a facilitator.
Oh.
Okay. So you have a problem, resolve it, research, go to library, go to the net, wherever, and then come and create something.
Oh.
Now, in the postgraduate area, it should become pedagogy,
Okay.
where teacher is, you kind of teach the teacher.
Okay.
Okay, so it will be research oriented, it will be creation. Right now, I have not seen, I mean, like I told you, about 20,000 students in India have passed through my hands, but I haven't seen them to be very creative. Maybe one or two odd. Okay, so India talks about entrepreneurship. How does entrepreneurship happen? Entrepreneurship is not business.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just somebody is doing it and you imitate that you are in business. Entrepreneurship is about creating something new, innovating.
Yeah. Leadership, you can call
Yeah.
it.
So we have, every college has a entrepreneurship cell. So what do? Make a business plan. Okay,
Oh.
make a model and over.
Interesting. Yeah.
Now that is not entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship is discovering a pain point that's happening in the society. How many students really go into the society to solve a problem?
Oh.
So Gurukul would actually expect students to go there, come back, study about it, use the faculty, okay, to
Okay.
widen their knowledge or be at least guided which is the route to take.
Yeah.
Similarly, they should get the corporate faculty or corporate mentor, if you like to say, to come and tell them that, okay, what you are talking about is now 10 years old. Man, this has happened.
Yeah.
Then by the time you are ready to step into your career, you know that uncertainties will be there.
Yeah. That is.
Learned how to work as a team so that unnecessary tension, pressure won't be there and you will be delivering.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you call Gurukul 2.0 as a cooperating system for education. So can you explain it in simple words? Like, what can
So
you
what
explain?
I would say that, see, there are 6 type of teachers that you have.
Yeah.
Okay. Now in Gurukul, I will use those terms only. Adhyapak. Okay. This is a term which you know.
Yeah.
Upadhyay. Okay. Then you have somebody called Pandit,
Okay.
a Drishta,
Okay.
and a Guru.
Okay.
So the first 3 stages will be from pre-primary onwards, where first you are given your curiosity is raised. Then your conceptual clarity, how to capture the concept.
Yeah.
Then dig in deeper. So these are the 3. So if a student is passed through all these 6, instead of one faculty doing everything, somebody teaching, I don't know what is your subject, but
I am I had done I'm learning my masters like MBA.
MBM.
Yeah.
So masters in business management, right?
Finance. Yeah.
Finance. So a finance faculty, that's your kind of specialization.
Yeah.
Is expected to not only teach you,
Yeah.
teach you like what should have been done earlier. Then he tells you about the concept and expects you to internalize it. You don't know how to learn a concept.
Yeah.
You just have to internalize this is what it means. This is the definition.
Right. Right.
Then he or she doesn't get you to deepen your knowledge.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Only
Then
book knowledge is
then there is a
being
drishta which says, okay, now what is the latest trend happening? So all that is supposed to be by that one faculty,
okay.
which is not possible given the fact that not only is this teaching part done, but there is a lot of administrative work because NIRF ranking, NAC, all that, and then regulators, this thing, that thing, plus other duties. You all youngsters want some activity to happen, so they are organizing events. So where is the time?
Right.
Now to guard their, they're being defensive when they say students are not studying. आज के जमाने के बच्चे ऐसे ही होते हैं. Okay. Because they are themselves, they hadn't expected this when they actually came into academics.
Yeah.
So it has to be worked out like that. And at different stages, what a child can take, okay, not as a pressure.
Right.
Okay. And therefore, the only pressure the first pressure that any child faces is examination, including your attendance.
True. That
if
is
you
so
don't
true,
have
yeah.
a certain 75%, you will be barred from giving exam.
Yeah. Like we don't get our hall tickets if we are not.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then there are some waivers given. Chalo yaar kar do. That is commercial part of the institutional leaders, not the faculty, not everybody else.
Right.
So what have we done? We have actually corrupted education.
Totally.
Yeah. So this is what I'm trying to. This is what is the effort that I'm trying to make. I'm trying to talk to people. Unfortunately, I would say that we don't have very courageous people in India. I have been approached by a university in Florida that we would like to implement this as a system. Okay, so we are in talks. There is somebody who's approached me from Dubai. There is somebody who has approached me from Malaysia. But from India, they talk and then they stop because I don't blame them because they're
actually stuck in the old technique only. So
no, but they are not the ones. If they get into this, what happens to their NAC? What happens to their NIRF? What happens to their AICTE? What happens to this? What happens to that? So the regulators have to open. Now, even if the regulators open, and if there is a change of system, the parents will say, this is not how you're going to teach my child.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is why now you are having a gig worker earns more, starting salary at least, than an MBA from even an IIM.
Yeah, totally agreed.
So, because he's learned almost like in a Gurukul fashion. And he's able to take that pressure.
Yeah.
With much more, you try and see one Zomato fellow, okay, try how and try and talk to him because I have been researching, so I've been talking to a lot of gig workers from Zomato, from Swiggy, from Blinkit, all these.
Okay.
And I find that they are more capable, okay, than the students who, in the normal circumstances, we consider very bright and intelligent. But in effect, what we are saying that at the time of exam, they remembered.
Yeah.
So
because they are gaining the practical knowledge, like we are only getting the book knowledge.
Yeah. There was a case where this internship, some college said that there won't be, you have to go and do this apprenticeship. Government of India will give you 5,000 rupees per month or something like that. He said, no, I need to support my mother. And he became a gig worker for Zepto.
Oh.
It's a famous case. Yeah, I need to. And he actually topped that university. This is a Bangalore case.
Oh, that is great. So, amazing. Yeah.
Now this thing is going to be presented in a different manner. Okay, look, this guy struggled so much and this, that, it's a success story. It's not true. Let's not, heroify, if I may use the word, a person who is actually learning by doing.
Yeah.
He say, he was a rickshaw puller's son or daughter,
Yeah.
cracked IAS exam. That's not the education part. The education part is when they went through that rigor
and still succeeded.
Yeah. Here also the problem is that if I say, okay, in fact, here only in Delhi, one student told me, we said, okay, this is a internship and it's paid, but you need to go early in the morning, distribute milk.
Okay.
For 4 days, you distribute milk and see what happens. And then we get into, there was a problem solving kind of a thing. It was a nice project. Day first, there was a little bit of a shake-up in the college and it was a big hangama. And then their parents came in. He said, के लिए मैंने आपको 15 लाख रुपए नहीं दिए हैं कि मेरा बच्चा दूध बेचेगा. हाँ. I said that, but मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि दूध बेचना नहीं है, मतलब उसको लॉजिस्टिक्स कैसे काम करती है, वो जब तक करेगा नहीं वो समझेगा कैसे. तो वो
until he goes through the steps and process, he will not know about it.
So, but then your generation is very firm about, they know
reputation. Yeah.
So I don't mind that. It's a good thing if they can fight back. But they should be able to give me an answer that convinces me. So Gurukul 2 makes it a part. Like कहते ना कि भाई कोई चीज आपको स्टूडेंट को देना है ना, लिंक इट टू मार्क्स अपने आप हो जाएगा.
हाँ, मार्क्स चाहिए तो करना पड़ेगा.
बस वो 2 मार्क इंटरनल के तुमको दे देंगे अगर आप इस इवेंट में आओ. आपको आना है नहीं आना, बट यू विल कम फॉर दैट 2 मार्क्स.
Yeah, they will come.
So if I make it part of the entire system, and you know what is a Mongolian kitchen?
No, but I have heard about it.
Okay, so Mongolian kitchen is like this Chinese food. It's an open kitchen, and you go and say कि इतना noodle डालो, इतना सब्जी डालो, इतना आपके सामने बनता है.
Okay.
So this apprenticeship, the way Gurukul 2 envisages it, is that we tie up with the corporates in such a way कि उनके सामने how the students are shaping up.
Yeah. Live.
So,
yeah.
They know that it's going to end. In my time, a company recruited me and they spent about 2 years knowing that I will produce nothing. Or maybe I'll make them lose something. But I will learn. Today, the day you join, you are expected to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
So then where do you get your training? Where do you get all that? Now it has to be
Nowhere.
in your student days.
Yeah.
Which is not being given.
Yeah, it is not given.
Yeah. You may have gone for your internship. What did you do? You went and you were supposed to observe certain thing max.
To be honest, like I went to my internship and got nothing out of it. Like
That's
it was
right.
just going and being there.
So we institute should not do that. Institute should find out what is the problem statement that you will be looking at and give a solution to the company. And I'm not saying this, Vaishnavi, without having tried it. I've tried it, spoken to companies, sent a group of students there, and we have submitted to them solutions. Okay, knowing fully well it was up to this company to take it or not. There is a company, a German company known as Bosch. They have a plant in Bangalore. It was a team of 5 students picked up like this, like I told you earlier. And they solved a problem, gave 2 or 3 solutions, of which one was picked up. And it is in writing given to that college, I wouldn't like to name it, that they were saving 50 lakh rupees a month.
That's a huge amount.
Yeah. All 5 of them were employed at a package of 10 lakhs. And this is like 10 years ago. Okay. All 5 was, so 50 lakhs was their annual spend on these 5 guys. 50 lakhs into 11 was their net savings.
Oh.
So it became win-win. In the process also, because of that, I said there would be a corporate mentor, there would be a faculty mentor. They both got an opportunity. The corporate mentor got an opportunity to come back to academia and learn some things. The faculty mentor got an opportunity because it was so data rich to write research papers, case studies. So everybody was a win-win.
Yeah, profitable.
Yeah. And these 5 students are still there, rising up the ladder, facing all the uncertainties, and very happy.
Amazing. That's very mesmerizing actually.
So that's what Gurukul 2 is all about. Now, what I've tried, all that I mentioned in Gurukul 2, if you read my writings,
Yeah.
all that have been tried and tested. I've just put the jigsaw puzzle together, and I'm calling that system Gurukul 2.
Okay. If someone builds a university from scratch, like using your pattern, like the Gurukul 2, so what would it be different from like now, and how it will be? What are the major differences you will find?
First thing will be, he will not be only a credential person, that means a degree holder.
Yeah.
He will have enough evidence to show that he has gone there and done that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it will be a capability building thing rather than certification building thing. You've done your MBA in finance, but you're going to be asked to do this certification, that certification, and all that.
Yeah.
Not necessary. You will do it naturally.
Okay.
I find this challenging. Okay, so where can I find the information? Now everything is available on net. What you can't get in the college, you can still sign up for some edtech company. All that is available, but you must see the problem to understand, okay, this is important. Today, half the things you are studying, you don't even know where you're going to use it.
That's the big question I get every day. Like, I'm studying so many concepts, but where I'm going to apply it? Like, where actually, yeah.
So this is what, at the MBA stage, if it was heutagogy, where you are researching and telling the faculty, okay, this is the direction of research that I'm doing, tell me. Or you go back to that corporate, okay, sir, this is what I have found out.
Okay. So the students will be telling the faculty, like, what is the... Yeah.
Only not telling, the faculty then becomes like a guru. Okay, he gives a kind of a wisdom. See, a good guru will show you the way, but he will not, or rather will tell you, this is where you look.
Yeah.
But he will not tell you what to see. And if that were to happen, I can assure you that firstly, this mismatch will finish. Even if there are still students left, we'll get some very talented entrepreneurs who will succeed.
Okay.
This has been done in China. Let's say in 1960, they were in a situation worse than us.
Okay.
And today they are challenging anybody in the world.
Yeah, it's growing drastically. Like, they are very... there is no scale for their growth, actually.
South Korea was even worse. Today probably the mobile in your hand is a Samsung.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, LG and all these, I mean, they came from nowhere. And then we want to become a Vishwa Guru like this? We won't.
So, how can this system make sure that students are like noticed by companies, not only from the day one, but even after they graduate? Like, how can Gurukul 2 make sure that they are being noticed?
I just gave you the example of Mongolian kitchen.
Yeah. So while the making process, they will be...
seeing how the students are shaping. At the moment, what is happening? Like, look, there were at one time, I was teaching about 300 students. Same subject, different sections.
Okay.
Now, I mean, somebody you succeed, you become famous. So your principal will be asked, how is Vaishnavi? She may not have ever seen you. But no, in my time, she was already,
Yeah.
this is a lie. But here, everything is happening there.
Right. Okay. Okay. There is.
Everything is happening there. And you get a 6th-tier kind of support to become what you need to become.
Okay. So, but now, like AI is giving answers for like everything, like whatever you ask it, you get the answer. So, do you think like are teachers still valid, or are they really necessary in like today's time?
You see, the way Gurukul 2 system looks at, there are one thing that we have to realize that AI is only a kind of a software in a
Yeah.
way. And your
Agreed.
laptop is kind of machine.
Yeah.
Okay. It will think within the parameters. So like you can prompt it, I want this result, I want that result. It picks up from here, there and puts it. It really can't do 2-3 things that human and no machine can do for at least next 100 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
It can't get angry. It can't get,
Emotions. Yeah. Emotions are not involved.
It can't create. It can't create something new. It can match up things and, okay, you want a calculation. Now, you may take days to do it. This thing will do it in a jiffy. You've
Agreed.
written an essay. All right. So now you want to make it perfect. So it'll correct the grammar. It'll, those things.
Perfect it. Yeah.
But if you're writing something, then the mind is yours. Even when you're prompting the AI, aren't you telling what you want, how you want? So
Yeah.
while AI is like your, secretary.
Yeah.
So now if that be true, then these elements are what the teacher brings in.
So yeah, so teachers are important, you say, like they are
Teaching is a
necessary.
profession which is not going to die. Unfortunate thing is that the way we have treated the teachers, in fact, last 2 days I've been posting about this on LinkedIn, is all wrong. Teachers are grossly overpaid, underpaid. Imagine a student, I'm getting a package of, let's say, 20 lakhs, but
Okay.
a student of mine gets 80 lakhs. I train him, I get lesser. Is that possible?
Yeah. Like it is not fair.
Okay, so that's one. But a teacher is a teacher. I mean, he's one of those 12th man in in a cricket team. Now, if you don't respect that, that is respect. Respect is not that once in Teachers' Day you bring flowers, you say this, you make cards. The respect doesn't come from there. The respect has to come from the entire society. But you move around and see how teachers are treated. The teachers are grossly underpaid, grossly underutilized, okay, or rather grossly overutilized, because they are made to do school teachers of election duty. They will go
overtime. Yeah.
For no reason. I want to know why aren't corporates asked to go and conduct? Why aren't the government officers asked to go? Why teachers? Because in the Macaulay system, we were supposed to be grown up only to listen to orders, follow a system, not use any imagination. Now, the moment we get out of that, India will bloom. Our youth will bloom. Then we can talk about things.
Yeah. So, like, what do you think? Like, companies should do apart from hiring? Like, what they should look into?
They should come forward and talk to the academia to co-create, content.
Yeah.
Okay, because academic world does not, of its own, it's like very passive.
Right.
So when things are succeeding, then we make it into a theory and teach you, or we. Okay.
Like that.
Have you read a case study of a failure?
No.
It's always this, and then that there is a theory built around. Now that change that is happening, the academia is unaware of it. But in Gurukul 2, I am saying that even the faculty must go and intern. They must be given time to go and intern in a.
Okay. So what one suggestion would you give to like the government or the education system? Like what is your one suggestion you would give to change it or to grow it? What it will be?
So I mean, again, I will, fulcrum it around remove examinations.
Yeah.
Thing falls in place. Instead of examination, now get artifacts, evidences that the student is capable. Then
Right.
skill will come and theory will come and practice will come, everything will come.
Right. So, like, what advice would you give to a 21-year-old like me, to stay relevant in the future? Like, what you will suggest me? Like, what should I do, and what path should I follow to stay relevant?
See, one of the things I would say is go and sit with yourself.
Yeah.
This I've been telling all my students also. Sit in a properly lit room, probably looking at a mirror, and question yourself in the last 4 years, what is it that gave you maximum happiness? That one thing. There will be quite a few things. And what is it that agitated you most?
Okay.
Okay, it need not be professional. It may be
Anything.
your mother gave you some very nice srikhand. It gave you maximum happiness, and your father came and told you that okay, you can't go for that particular get together, and it agitated you.
Yeah.
Now your career is somewhere in between that. Then start questioning you, how can you match this, how can you match that, and you will know that the academic learnings is not enough. Look for what else you can learn.
Yeah, like I totally agree with your point because I am also someone who will like not like to be only a degree holder. I would like to gain experiences like practical experience and not just be like the old school practical thing that get a degree, get a job, because that will not lead me to what are my goals. They will only let me survive this like world, but for excelling to another level I have to be different from all this,
Yeah.
which is
So
very important.
if you're going to do this, then ultimately it means that you have to be a lifelong learner.
You're right, learning
Means
should never stop.
every 6 months, you need to upgrade yourself, and you will change as you grow. Now, the difference between you and me is nearly 50 years.
Yeah.
Okay. From what I was when I was 21 to what I'm now, there have been several pivots. Like from corporate world, I came into entrepreneurship. And I was making good money. When I decided to come into academia, my income was slashed by 90%.
Oh,
But
it reduced.
It got reduced. But what my wife found that I was much happier each time I took a class and came back. So I started as a visiting faculty in an institute in Pune. So she said, okay, now, at some point in time, you have to be happy. Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't you take this as a profession? When I went to find out, I was so badly shocked. And I said, look, if you advertise so much, well, yes, this is the package. So I said, if I am responsible for creating, how can it be that his starting salary is more?
Yeah, exactly.
That was my dilemma. But I still found being with youngsters like you, I enjoy being that.
Okay. So why do you think like mentorship is more important than teaching today?
It is, because that is what is actually the role of guru. Okay. Now, mentorship as is being done in colleges that I have worked in, it's a kind of a group where students come and sit and idhar udhar ki baat karke you pick up one topic. And mentoring, that is a wrong concept. That's not how it happens. Mentoring first is a one-to-one conversation. Two, the mentee works more than the mentor.
Okay.
The mentor only is he's like a psychologist who puts you on the couch and says, have you explored this? So he kind of guides you into looking at things, but you make the decision.
Yeah.
That is what is mentoring.
Right.
Okay.
So,
and mentoring is a lifelong relationship. If you've got a mentor, Like out of these 20,000, I have mentored about 2,500 students.
Huge number. Yeah.
We are still, in fact, after this call, there is a student who's in Bombay doing pretty well. He has some problems. Now, it may be personal, it may be professional.
Yeah.
So
So for
that's the kind
guidance.
of relationship that mentoring is, and that is what will stabilize you. So
Yeah.
it is much better than just teaching.
Yeah, having a mentor in your life is very important. Otherwise, like you are diverted in a direction, but having a mentor might make it easy to just like,
Not one, you should have 5, 6 mentors
okay,
for each aspect. And you should be able to go and openly discuss without being judged.
yeah.
What's your problem with going to a faculty to ask?
That judgment is the thing which keeps us back. Like, what will they think about us?
And then internals mein marks jayenge.
Huh.
So
Yeah.
chodo yaar. So you have learned to accept tyranny, I would say.
Yeah.
The tyranny is not there, but in your mind, that tyranny exists, and therefore you have learned to accept it.
Right.
So you will never grow. I mean, if you are scared, how do you grow?
Yeah. Like it is not possible if someone is scared. So if your idea grows on a large scale, what will it change first? The education, the society, or the industry? What will be the first that will be changed?
Entire thing will change in one shot.
All the
That's-
three, all the three aspects.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll all change because from the beginning, it is the sum total of it all.
Okay.
The dignity of labor will come. I'll give you one very, real, my own example. My daughter is in Australia. So
Okay.
I've gone to meet her.
Okay.
And, they have these plumbers, electricians, they're called tradies. And
Okay.
they charge, to repair a tap, they could charge $100. So most people try to fix things themselves, and that's why almost everything is a DIY. In this particular case, the tap it was leaking very badly, and they tried everything and it didn't work. So they had no option but to call a tradie, a plumber. He repaired, he took his money. That same evening, my daughter and my son-in-law said, let's go, this is a very good restaurant and all.
Okay.
As I entered, the group of people with this tradie, let's call him, I don't remember the name, so for a minute say, he's John.
Okay.
Okay. He and his friend was sitting there and having a glass of beer.
Okay.
And he says, my daughter's name is Umeed. Hey Umeed, if that tap is not working, I'll do it free of cost for you, just tell me. She said, no,
Okay.
it's working fine and all. And then, hello sir, why don't you come and sit down and have a beer with me?
Okay.
Abhi main India ka sitting down with a plumber having beer.
Yeah, the mentality.
Gurukul even changes that.
Actually, that is the most important thing which should be changed in people's mind. Like comparing, like how can I sit with someone who is below my.
Yeah, it's not you. You are
Yeah.
still okay.
Yeah.
Because you may have a plumber's son or daughter studying with you. You are
Yeah.
okay. It'll be the society.
Yeah, because the society will judge me, so that's keeping me away
Correct.
from doing that. Yeah.
Correct. So, when Gurukul system is introduced, these are things that you are anyway expected to do. So where is the question?
That's a really good initiative actually. It's
Yeah,
very
but-
nice to hear about it that you are also inculcating these things in your segment. Like
Correct.
so lastly, what will be the one thought you will share to our young audience or any like all platforms? What will be the thing you would like to share?
Well, simply very in the shortest possible thing that I would say, I have interacted with many of you, and believe me, you are naughty. So was I, but not as much as you may be. Okay, it's easy for
Yeah.
me to do because you're. But the good thing is that all of you are far more intelligent than my generation.
Thank you. That's great hearing about it.
No, this is a fact. This is a fact. However, if you give up, which is very easy to, okay, just
Yeah.
because you didn't score high, just because your friend is doing better. Instead of being happy for your friend, if you give up, then not only are you killing your own future, you're bringing down the nation.
Right. And that thought actually runs every day in our mind. Like, if we fail in something, it's like, should we give up? Should we just try something else?
Not, giving up is not only giving up on your studies.
Yeah.
Giving up means,
Practically everything.
yeah, giving up is basically what I'm saying is you give up means you just follow the system instead of using that intelligence, that spark that you have. Don't give up that spark. If you
Surely.
don't give up the spark, I'm sure by 2047, India can be a Vishwa Guru. Which means if you don't give up the spark, you become a lifelong learner. Upgrade yourself every 3 months.
Yeah.
Find what is missing. mm, uh, You know, put that in your basket.
Yeah. That's very, we are very thankful for your point of view on the young generation. Like you said, it is way smarter than yours. And your thought on it is also like very humanizing, like people to stay practical and try new things or go into new sectors without a fear of failure, as the old technique is going to soon die. And there will be no, the I guess the generation which will come after this will totally stop using the old practical degree method, like just take a degree, do a job, and just that's it.
No, the degree itself, I believe, will remain there. But like I said, degree is a passport.
Yeah,
You know,
just for
just a passport.
identity. Yeah.
Then all the other certifications are, your application to the visa.
Yeah.
The actual visa is evidence of your capability.
Capability is important, how capable you are to
So that is where
take a task.
if you give up,
Yeah.
then the capability stops. Capability is something which you'll have to nurture. You'll have to put water, you have to put fertilizer.
It will take time. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dilip sir, so much for being on our podcast, part of our podcast, and taking your precious time out and guiding our youth. And I'm surely, I can say that after this, many youth might just not even follow, but at least go and watch what is Gurukul too and get to know more about it, and surely use it in our practical lives. And I wish, like, I totally agree with all the points you said. And I hope the new generation will follow it and encourage others to follow it also. And I hope the parents also get the point of what is just a degree and what is actually getting into it and learning it. So thank you so much.